Good morning, sir. So, I am Roslyn Quiñanola and I'm with Arian Rose Dayan D. Vargas. And for today, we are going to report the saving Kodak. So, the first part of this report is the SWOT analysis of the Kodak. So, there are four parts of the SWOT: the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So, we are going to start first the strength. So, part of strength is having large number of intellectual property. So when we say intellectual property, it refers to creation of the mind. Example here is the inventions, artistics, then work design and symbols. Next is the new management team formed after chapter 11 and have show hope in fulfilling its commitment with its stakeholders. Then last is the focus on commercial segments. So when we say commercial segments, they generates their own or they create its own products. So product lines or services, etc. So weakness, part of weakness is view as a follower rather than a market leader in technology company. So for now they are just view as a follower. So in the last decade they are the market leader, but now they are just a follower. So next is restructuring of the business is not effective. So yes, restructuring of the business is not really effective because if you are already bankruptcy, if you do that, it may be cost more. So next is selling off most of their manufacturing plant. Because of the bankruptcy, they have to sell their manufacturing plant. Yes. So next is not able to attract more investor to generate fund. Because of their bankruptcy, they can't attract more or they can't attract any more investors, and because they may be afraid to bankrupt too. So next is need to pay a huge sum of pension to those workers that has been laid off. Because of their bankruptcy, they have to discharge some of their employees or lay off because they don't have enough money to sustain their wages. So next is need in red ocean for consumer segment. So when we say red ocean, it's kind of existing market with many competitors. So as a Kodak, there's a lot of technology company to be their competitors. So we have opportunities. So part of opportunities is huge international opportunities create good market expansion. So there's a lot of huge international opportunities nga daw that can help the company to expand or to create good market expansion. So next is buyer willing to pay more better quality products. Yes, rather. So there's a lot of people that wants the good quality than the price. So they even it's high prices, basta it's good quality, they buy it. So the last part of opportunities is huge market and innovative products. Yes, there's a lot of huge market for all products, for all innovative products. So for the last part of the SWOT analysis is the threat. So high competition in the market that Kodak operate, and yes, there's a lot of competitors in the market industry for the Kodak. Um, Next is uncertainty in international markets such as economic conditions, interest rates, etc. pose potential or threat. And because of there's a lot of coming out competitors, they and that competitors they become their potential threats. Okay, for the next part is the industry analysis or the five forces model in Kodak. So number one, intensity of rivalry or the competitive rivalry. So the findings here is high. So many giant players, high rate of competitions. So number two is the threats of a new entrance or barriers of entry. The findings here is the moderate to high. So moderate fixed or capital cost, high innovation effort required, patent might pose a threat. So number three, bargaining power of suppliers. So finding here is weak to moderate. So large, highly diversified companies such as contract manufacturer, hardware, software supplier to choose. So for number four, bargaining power of buyers. The finding here is high. So customer has many brand to choose from and many go for high quality products. Tough competition, especially in consumer products. So number five, the threat of substitute products. So findings here is high. So slightly lower on their commercial sector. Kodak need to continue innovative and create value that is not easily replaced by the other companies. So next we have best analysis in Kodak. So the P is representing for political and political characteristics is tax policy, labor law, environmental law, antitrust law, and the employment law. So how this affect to Kodak? So it affect by a higher penalties and taxes and pollution issue. Number two is pension matter due to this recent layoff, then high protection on patents. So next is the letter E, which is the economic. So part of this or the characteristic of this is the economic growth, interest rates, exchange rates, and the inflation rate. So how this affect to Kodak? So new generation that are willing to spend more and better technology. Number two is the bank interest rates that will affect the buying ability. The number three, double income family that lead to high disposable income. And social. So what is the characteristics of social? So number one is the trend and number two is the cultural aspect. So population growth rate, age, age distribution, career attitudes, and emphasis on safety. So how this affect to it affect in Kodak by smartphone era, keeping photo in the digital way, swift to digital technology, innovator, and early majority will pay more, obtain new products, social media storage.
I am Arian Rose Dayan Vargas, and the next pest analysis is technological. So the characteristics of technological. First is R&D activity, automation, technology incentives, digital, and the last one is the rate of technological change. How this affect Kodak? Competitors are introducing new technology in very alarming speed. Technology, technology blazing era. Kodak. Kodak was the most dominant company in its field for almost the entire 20th century, but a series of wrong decisions killed its success. The company declared itself bankrupt in 2012. Why did Kodak, the king of photography and videography, go bankrupt? What was the reason behind Kodak's failure? Why did Kodak fail despite being the biggest name of its time? This case study answers the same, according to the information sended link in the GCR. Is Kodak worth saving? Kodak is a well-known brand in photography industry, and they produce a variety of cameras for different levels of photography enthusiasts. However, it's worth noting that the digital camera market is constantly evolving with new technology and features being introduced regularly. In our own perspective, Kodak is not worth saving because even though we tried to find solution for this company, even we created different analysis, it needed a high rate of money risk just to recover this business company. It leveled in red ocean market. People in the world have so many choices in terms of technology development. Kodak is 50% of chance to recover and 50% of chance to fail again. People might say if you're looking for a new digital camera, it might be worth considering other options as well in order to compare features, prices, and overall quality. Because of competition and other brands have many loyal customers. What technological investments do you think Kodak should make to be back in the market? Kodak didn't change some of its strategies and segments. In our own opinion, Kodak might start adding up new ideas about technological developments to the cameras that the company is offering. They might level the technology in its generations, hire some new workers that can build a high quality technology. They might add some additional features to the camera, like cameras can generate apps to the option and make a different model of camera, not far from the original style, but can transform into a fashionable way carrying camera. People nowadays love fashion trends and ideas, but Kodak may risk a huge amount of money. That's all. Thank you.